I was working. I was literally working. And they deactivated me. This is related. They just...
Too bad, gang. Go ahead and just fire up that Postmates. Download Uber Eats, gang. The worst DoorDasher ever. Apparently, this TikTok girl on TikTok was DoorDashing and she recorded a meet or something. I don't know. It's a weird situation.
All right, so back in high school, one of my favorite activities to do with my friends when we were bored was to deliver food on DoorDash. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but just let me explain. Back during COVID, as I'm sure we all know, there really wasn't much to do, okay? And on top of that, a lot of our friends' parents wouldn't even let them leave the house if they weren't wearing like 2 masks and a oxygen tank. And you know, I never really had this issue because my parents were, you know, smart, but
give me a second.
My friend Jackson, I can't say the same about him. And long story short, the only way that Jackson could convince his mom to let him leave the house was to sign up for DoorDash and be like, yo, I'm bored as shit, I'm just gonna clock in. And because he was technically working, his mom was completely fine with it. Looking back on it, she's a moron. I don't think there's an easier way to get COVID than DoorDashing during the prime times of the pandemic, but either way, he basically just used DoorDash.
Yo, to any Asian people in chat, did y'all experience hard times during COVID? Like, did people try to make racist jokes at y'all? I ain't gonna lie, I've had that on my mind for like years. I just never had the courage to ask it.
As an excuse to leave his house and come hang out with us. Now here's the thing, okay? Remember how I said this was during like the middle of the pandemic? Like prime lockdown, plastic face shield pandemic times? Yeah, that meant after Jackson picked us up in his car, there really wasn't anything to do. You know, everything's shut down. It's lockdown. The only thing that we can really do is just drive around. And the person driving just signed up for DoorDash. So you already know what the we're doing. We're delivering DoorDashes, baby. So eventually we start our first order, right? And you know, we're playing music, whipping around, smoking, having a good time. And we come to the realization like, yo, delivering DoorDash is just like vibing in the car, but you're getting paid to do it. And like I said before, we're in prime pandemic lockdown hours. There is nothing else to do. So me and my friends, we just start doing shit all the time. We all signed up for DoorDash and got approved. We set up a little like rotation for who drives because everyone was trying to make money. Basically what I'm saying is that we kind of turned DoorDash into a very fun sort of job. Like whenever you were the one driving, it never felt like you were working. It literally just felt like you were hanging out with your friends. But
I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all unemployed motherfuckers need to try that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hang out with the homies and get some bread. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all should take this advice, bro. I ain't gonna lie, because some of y'all niggas be broke.
Either way, the reason that I'm...
And if you do that more, maybe you can, you know, gift some more subs to me and donate some more, bro. You know, my pocket's a little bit thin. It's my first time streaming in, like, years. Yeah.
Saying all of this is because I have experience when it comes to DoorDash, okay? I know what it's like to go up to someone's Porsche and hand them their food. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about another DoorDasher.
100 subs if you don't DoorDash me right now. Yo, what's your address, gang? I'm dead as pull up.
Who
what you
somehow
want?
Just sucks at her job and made a whole drama and got fired and pretty much just ruined everything for her because she wanted to be a victim. I'm not really sure how else to preface the situation, so I guess I'll just start right here. I would like you guys all to meet IRL Monster High Doll, or as I like to call her, the worst victim ever. Now, her real name is Livy Rose Henderson, and she's a DoorDasher who recently gone viral because she claimed that she got sexually assaulted by one of her customers. Basically, she took a DoorDash order and she went to go deliver it on the guy's Porsche. The guy was passed out on his couch and naked, just meat hanging out, and she saw all of it.
3 days ago,
bro, the amount of memes I've seen of that situation. I think I seen the picture of that shit on Twitter, bro. That nigga dead ass just laid out cock in hand, bro. That shit crazy.
25. I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. The DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
Alright, now so far in the video, I'd say there's really nothing wrong. As a matter of fact, that's a pretty valid reaction. Like, put yourself in her shoes. Imagine you're just trying to deliver some food, you walk up to the porch, and then boom, Arby's double meat special right in front of you, just waiting. Like, nah, I'd be
that shit would be crazy. Yo, chat, okay, let's be real. This is a safe space. If you were delivering DoorDash, right? And let's say Lotto was in that position, you know, door open, she was DJing or whatever, and she was just laying on the couch. Are you, what are you, like, are you finna still say you was SA'd? Or, why are niggas saying I'm cracking? Time stop. I wasn't asking that. Yo, you better not crack. That's fucking assault, bitch. I was simply finna ask, yo, are you closing the door and dropping the order off? Or are you doing what this girl did and, claiming that it was SA? I was just curious. Some of y'all just took that shit and ran with it.
But listen, okay, as
Take some pics for later. Yeah, time that nigga out. What the fuck? I forgot how crazy y'all are, bro.
terrible
Damn.
as that is, it's still not sexual assuult, okay? The guy didn't
Just
get
turn
up and start
invisible
chasing you
and
around
crack.
naked going ooga booga booga, okay? He fell asleep in his own home with his cock out. That's just indecent exposure. But here's where the story takes a turn for the worst, okay? Clearly this girl is distraught by this guy's dick being out in front of her. And, you would assume that she left the situation, right? That she took herself away from the naked man. But no. Instead, he decides to film this naked man in his own home and post it on social media for everyone to see.
Michaela K's original video with original audio.
Gang, okay, you gotta be way better about censoring. Oh, fuck. Yo, Dell. I need you to lock in. Cordell, I need you to lock in. You gotta censor that whole thing. Oh, God, yo, I'm surprised the video ain't taken down.
For everyone to see.
Michaela K's original video.
Yeah, I seen that nigga cock. Yo, okay, Dell, please censor this shit. Twitch, I seen the chicken.
Video.
That's what I mean by cock.
With
I seen the chicken.
audio.
It was a chicken in the room, all right?
Yo.
I will say, though, saying that you were SA'd or claiming you were SA'd and then you recorded it too and then posted it on TikTok, like, that shit don't add up, bro. If you really felt super disturbed by seeing the cock in hand, which, I would too. Why ain't you just leave, my nigga? Just leave. You recording this shit for evidence and posting this shit. I'm pretty sure he ain't mean for you to see that shit. He's clearly passed out. I don't know what happened. I don't know why the door's open, but you just dropped the order off and you go on. That's what you do. Maybe you cry about it, maybe you do whatever, but recording this man and posting him on the internet, that shit crazy in my opinion. I'm gonna be honest. You just starting the problem for yourself.
That's fucked up.
No, you're right. It is fucked up.
And that is where she fucked up, okay?
But you're right. It is fucked up. But you fucked up for recording that shit too. I ain't gonna lie. He's clearly in a moment of weakness.
Understand that she's distraught.
If anything, you probably essayed him for, not essayed. You committed a crime against him by recording him without him knowing when he had his genitals out. I ain't gonna lie.
And whatever. I'm not taking away from that at all. She's totally allowed to feel that way. But you're not allowed to film someone in their private residence naked and then post it on social media and not expect some sort of fucking bullshit to happen. But either way, after she posts that video, TikTok takes it down because she filmed a naked man in his own home, and that's against their community guidelines. And then DoorDash fired her because she filmed a naked man in his own home, and that's against the law. And in response to this, she made a TikTok video, and oh my god, I have never seen or watched a video from someone who is not only so sure of themselves, but also speaks in a tone where they expect everyone to just agree with them and be like, what the fuck? When in reality, no one agrees with her, and you'll see what I mean.
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job.
I hate when people post videos like this with no context, because with context given in the situation, they didn't hire you for no reason, girly pop. That shit is dangerous, bro. That shit is dangerous. People do that all the time, bro, when they make false accusations. They say a crazy claim without context. Baby girl, that's not what happened, Gango. They fired you because you recorded a man on his private property, buddy boot naked, nigga. Yeah, this cock in hand. He was probably getting off some fucking Ron the Reed or some shit. You never know. And he could have had a bad moment. I don't know why the door was open, but nigga, what the fuck?
I'm gonna stop it
Come
right
on.
there. You guys see how she's talking? Like, hey guys.
And
hey,
plus,
guys,
okay, another thing. I need to also say this. I know I'm pausing, but I also got to say this. We need to stop. Yo, SA has become such a buzzword. It's crazy. Because, niggas will call everything SA. Do you all understand SA is when somebody, sexually assaults you? What happened with her, that was just public indecency. Yeah, that's still a crime, but call shit what it is. You say SA, people thinking you got raped by a person. That's not what happened. I'm gonna be honest. Let's start using the correct terms, man.
It's my job.
Deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault.
The DoorDash just fired me. She's trying to talk as if she's like about to go insane because of how bullshit what happened. No one agrees with you. Like you got fired for a valid reason.
I was working. I was literally working, and they deactivated me. This is related. They just...
Too bad, gang. Go ahead and just fire up that Postmates shit, nigga. Download Uber Eats, gang. Postmates. Come on, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Next up, bro.
Punished me for posting about my sexual assault while door dashing.
It's not sexual
just
assault.
punished me. And the police are doing nothing. I lost my job, and that was my only way to make money.
If the police did anything, they would charge your ass, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Yo, just
pay my bills.
And that right there is why I like to call her the worst victim ever. Because clearly she's trying to play the victim. But on top of that, I don't think anyone who watches that feels bad for her. Look at her, bro. She looks like a fucking lion. But, like, ugly instead of scary. She also posted a bunch of videos just kind of complaining and still not understanding why she got terminated.
Hey guys, so yep, I really lost my job.
She understands why she got terminated, but she's trying to gaslight everybody into not understanding. Any person with common sense understands why she got terminated, right?
Within less than 24 hours after me submitting my appeal, they denied it. And in the email, they said, you can respond to the previous email that you received explaining the
Why does she look like a Temu Lord? She low-key do. Hold on, let me get an image. Bro.
I never got the email. So last night, I contacted one support agent. We sat on the phone for 25 minutes, and then she transferred me to the community response team. The person on the community response team told me that was the highest team I could get to. There's literally nobody else she could
I'll see it. Y'all see it, chat?
To. I could hang up the phone and call back and then get transferred to the community response team again. So I sat on the phone with her for another 25, 30 minutes.
I for sure see it.
And she told me that she couldn't tell me. There's no way that they could tell me what the reason why I just lost my job.
Okay, so I'm not sure why DoorDash couldn't just tell her, like, yo, you committed a crime while working for us, that's why we fired you. But that's essentially it, okay? And she still does not understand that. I'm not discrediting what she went through because no one deserves to be a DoorDasher and just see some random naked guy while doing their
100% stores crack up her pussy. What are you talking about? Yo, gang, what type of chat is that, gang?
Okay, the moment you turned on the camera and started filming that dude, you immediately switched the victim from you to him. At first, when she saw the guy naked, she was the victim because he left his door open, which is public indecency.
Again, you can't show that, gang. Please don't show this shit.
Okay? But
stop showing that, gang.
Filming the guy in his own private property doing whatever the fuck he wants, she committed voyeurism, alright? It's the same logic as to why if you see someone naked through a window on the street, they're not committing a crime because they have privacy within their own home. But if you film them fucking naked in their street, that's called being a stalker. That's called voyeurism.
You guys, my account is currently at risk of being banned because I had to explain my story one time, right? They took the video down and gave my account a strike. So I explained my story again and censored the video that I have just so they can't take it down for the same reason. They took it down for the same reason again.
Okay, baby girl. Then why are you posting this video, man? History tends to repeat themselves, and if I'm correct, it's a 3-strike you're out program with TikTok, same as YouTube. This is a 0 IQ move, man.
And now my account has a second strike. Guess what? If I get one more strike, I'm banned from TikTok.
Why is she acting like she didn't post a naked man on TikTok?
Oh, me.
Forget invading his privacy. That's against community guideline rules.
I think she just dumb. I think she low-key on, she might be on the spectrum, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
When she posts the video again after it got taken down, like, what? Am I missing something?
I don't think her hair's naturally brunette.
I was assaulted 3 days ago on October 12th on Sunday. I then lost my job. The police are doing nothing. And if I get one more account strike on TikTok, my account's done. This is a man's world.
What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Oh, what does that statement have to do with anything? What?
I'm the victim. Remember? I'm the victim.
No, you're not.
Psych ward immediately, man. Just put her, go ahead. Yeah, I feel like she's finna do some crazy shit. Put her in a psych ward, bro.
No, you're not. You know who's the victim? The guy you
That's a
committed
femself I ever
voyeurism
seen one,
against
bro.
when you recorded him naked in his own home and posted it on social media. Also, I love how she keeps on saying that she got assaulted, that she's a victim of sexual abuse. Okay, like I said before, it's not like the guy stood up and started chasing you around half naked like the fucking boogeyman, okay? He simply just fell asleep with his pants down. The man was literally fucking unconscious.
Yo, gang, please
You
stop showing
have
his
such a
image.
Victim complex that you think that you whipping out your phone, recording him while he's unconscious, by the way, and then
gang.
posting it on social media because apparently you had to see that shit, and then being freaked the fuck out when you're getting consequences for it. Holy shit, you're the worst victim ever. You suck at being a victim. Like, dude, I have done DoorDash before, okay? I have never dealt with the door being open like this, but it's not that hard to leave the food on the porch and fucking dip, okay? Like, really think about how this interaction went. Excuse me, sir, I have your DoorDash. Oh! Ew! What the fuck? Ew! I'm a victim! I'm a victim! Ew! What the fuck? Oh! That was so gross. And when I say that she's a bad victim, I mean that
skip,
because
man.
she's clearly trying to milk the situation and get as much attention out of it as possible. Like, oh my god, guys, DoorDash fired me and TikTok banned me, even though I'm the victim. But it's like, she not only does she do a terrible job of covering her bases, everyone already thinks that she's not the victim. They think that the fucking guy that she recorded is the victim. But on top of that, her tone of voice and her attitude and the fact that she is doubling down on top of all of this after everyone has already ripped her into shreds in her comments just makes her so fucking unlikable. And if you want to be a victim, you gotta be likable, which is why I think this chick is just the worst victim ever. Like, listen, what she went through was terrible. There's no denying any of that. But like, let's be honest here. It was just an inconsiderate dumbass who fell asleep with his cock out. Again, that's terrible. I would hate for my mother or sister or any of my girlfriends to ever experience something like that.
Any of my girlfriends? Gang, what? What was that statement?
Traumatized or hurt by that. But
you just admitted
it
you
gets
have
to a
all
point
the
where
fuck,
you take
man,
out your
you
phone
cheated?
and
What the hell?
record the guy. It raises the question of, do you really care that much, or are you just using the situation to get attention? And then on top of that, it also is like, the guy was literally unconscious. Again, that doesn't excuse him for
showing that
falling
image.
asleep with the door open and being naked, but it's like, it's like you see that shit, you can just look away, be like, oh, fuck, and just walk. You weren't sexually assaulted, okay? The guy wasn't coming at you. Like, I used the comedic example about, oh, the ooga booga, but, like, genuinely, the guy wasn't, like, insane or out of his mind or trying to do some fuck shit. He was literally just asleep and forgot to pull his pants up, I guess. Dude, he was probably masturbating or some shit and forgot.
I'm gonna be honest. All right, let's put ourselves in the perspective of the guy who was gooning or whatever, right? Left the door open, right? Imagine you order DoorDash, sitting on the couch, probably had a long day of work, try to hit up one of your hubs or one of your girls. They wasn't going, so you had nothing else to do but eat DoorDash and jerk off. So you jerk off, right? Go crazy. You get a crazy nut out, like a big, like bogus nut out, right? At such a big nut that it low-key puts you to sleep after, right? So, you go to sleep, right? Pass out on the couch. For whatever reason, I guess you left your door open. Maybe you went outside and then you came back in. Or maybe you didn't close the door correctly and the wind pushed the door open a little bit. You know, on some chill shit, right? So, but you don't really think about it because, it's whatever, right? So, you fall asleep. Then you wake up. You go outside and see that your DoorDash is there. It's probably cold and bad by now, but who cares? You're hungry, right? So you go get the DoorDash, get the food, bring it back into to the room, open it up on the couch, and while you're eating, you decide to scroll on TikTok. So as you're scrolling on TikTok, you see a couple funny videos, and then all of a sudden, you see a video of you with your pants down, with you holding your cock. And you check the view count and the like count, 2.2 million likes, 10 million views. And then you check your phone, your messages and shit, because you've been on Do Not Disturb, because, when you go on Do Not Disturb or whatever, right? Check the phone, you see your best friend, your sister, and hell, maybe even your fucking mother asking you, what the fuck? Yo, Jay, is this you? Johnny, boy, This can't be you. They can't. There's no way this girl caught you lacking. I recognized the house in the living room, but just wanted to make sure. And then you have the misfortune of letting them know that, yes, it was you, and you was caught out going and nigga, the fuck? That's crazy. That's crazy. It's raps, bro. You never, public embarrassment forever. Probably not finna get a job again, bro. That's raps, bro. Old girl, dead ass just ruined bro's life, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. Like, let's be totally honest here. That probably was the situation that went down. It's as comedic as it is, and it's like you're gonna whip your phone out and expose this guy. Like genuine. Like, it sucks that, like, if that was a dude, if that was a girl with thicker skin, I feel like they would have just been like, "What the fuck?" You know, maybe they would have taken a photo of it, showing their homies or some shit. But like I said, the guy was unconscious. There wasn't like a threat. There's no assault happening to you. And the fact that
Cordell,
you're on here over and over saying that you're a victim,
good luck with this video,
and a victim in general, and then a victim of sexual assault after you stayed and recorded the shit. Come on, dude. All right, so quick little recap. This girl was a DoorDash driver delivering food to a man who fell asleep on his couch half naked. And
okay. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot we on Twitch. All right, okay. But, all right. Good video, set a gas card. Please, get better at censoring shit. I'm not gonna lie. But look, so, hey, Twitch, it was sort of AI. AI too. Not real, all right? Plus he blurred it. We're good. We're straight. We're getting banned for stream back, I guess. Okay, my final thoughts on this shit, though. The girl, both of them are in the wrong, of course, but at the same time, we don't really know too much context of why the guy's door was open and he was going. I heard some reports that old girl apparently may have opened the door to record the video, and as this whole thing was a lie. I don't know if that's true, so I'm not going to quote that, but even still, as a human being, we're all going to see some weird shit. Yeah, I get you seeing old bro's dick in his hand, but he was obviously asleep, and he obviously didn't mean for you to see that shit. It was just an accident, right? One big accident. As a human being, this is one of them situations where you drop off the food, you go back into your car, you drive off as soon as possible, and this is just a crazy conversation you have with your girls that y'all laugh about. But trying to ruin a man's life for literally doing nothing but making a mistake that was probably not even intentional, and then claiming that it was SA, and then claiming that it's a man's world and that you're the victim, it's femcel behavior. And it's weird, all right? So, moral of the story, don't be a femcel. I guess. I ain't gonna lie. That shit's weird as fuck. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, all right.